Hi guys, so today we're going to be trying out Spellbinders' new Glimmer of the month for May of 2023. I believe it's called Silhouette Balloon Greetings. Did a whole unboxing of the whole, total package for the month, and I'll link that video in the description box. But this is the Glimmer. There is an add-on that you can also pick up, so I'll show you that in just a minute. But as always, typical, I always forget to show you guys the foil that comes with the Glimmer in like the total package unboxing. I don't know why. It's the rainbow confetti. Now it does say on the site, on Spellbinders that, colors may vary, but this is what they're aiming for. If you receive something else, you'll still receive a beautiful color, but this is, again, this is one I received to show to you guys, and it is really fun. I'm definitely using this today. I have their rainbow, like the stripe one. Those are really gorgeous too, but this is rainbow confetti, so it's a little bit different. And these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course, all opinions are my own, and any links out of the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Having said that, if you are signing up for the month, or like you're going to add the Glimmer or one of the value packages or whatever, if you're a member, you've already probably been charged already for the month and shipped and all that kind of good stuff, but you can sign up until I believe the 26th or 27th of this month for this item, and then it closes for about a week, and then it opens up again actually a couple weeks, well, around the 5th or 6th of the next month, right, to sign up brand new. But if you're already a member, you have that preview period between the 1st and like the 5th to cancel and add on those kinds of things to change up what your club subscription is. And then you get 10% off the site once you're an active club member. So that's always great. Yeah, so there's this add-on. It's the Sentiments add-on. Like I said, I already did a whole unboxing. What it is you have this shape that's like a balloon that helps you make like a like an aperture or a shaker card topper, however you want to use it, right? It doesn't have to be a shaker card, but you can just put that on another piece of paper, your card base, and it looks really fun. So we have It's Your Day, Make a Wish, and Happy Birthday, and then there are pieces that help you cut that out. So if you want to do that, you don't have to do that. So that's why they're kind of chopped in pieces. So we'll talk about that when we work with it. But this is the add-on Sentiment set. And so we have, again, Happy Birthday, Make a Wish, It's Your Day, like I just had said, and then these guys are Have a Colorful Day, so just another type of sentiment, again with the edgings that'll help you cut that, and You Lift Me Up, which is really sweet. You know what, maybe I'll use this one today since, why not? Just something different from the birthday celebration things. So we have the edge dies also for that. And of course, like I always say, I get samples. So my samples are just kind of like in a bag, possibly. And yours are a nice carrier with some information, inspo, whatever it might be for that month, what's necessary. So what I'm going to do is get my Glimmer over here, and I use this often enough that it's always plugged in and ready to go. So I'm going to turn it on. The lights power on, and then when the platform is ready, this will be green, and then this will just flash whenever we're ready to actually use it. We press it, it flashes, and when it stops flashing, that's how you know we're ready. And so what I'm going to do is I generally just use heavyweight, white heavyweight cardstock. Like this one is a white cardstock I have here that's thinner. I don't know, I just like heavyweight cardstock. Spellbinders themselves has what's it called, like a specialty cardstock, which what you want is just like the smoothest paper. I mean, you can foil on anything, but if it looks pitted or kind of weird, that in that way, it's usually because the paper is not super smooth, so like the foil doesn't really stick to every surface of it or like the whole area, so it leaves some little pitting. I just use heavyweight white cardstock or whatever color it is, but I like heavyweight cardstock. I don't know why. Just the better quality seems like it's smoother. So just whatever smooth cardstock you have. This weekend I was at the Glimmer workshop, and in the live chat and things, and they were glimmering, ribbon and things like that, which has always been scary to me, but it worked really well, and I'm like, maybe now I gotta do that too. But they were using, I believe, polyester, like satin kind of face ribbon, right? But the polyester variety, should I say? I don't know if it's actually made of satin. You know what I'm saying? That smooth stuff. So, and it works the best. They said, cotton, it'll go on there, but obviously it'll look a little pitted also because cotton has like a texture to it, right? So anything that you're glimmering, basically the smoothest surface possible, right? Okay, I said I was going to use You Lift Me Up, and you know what? There's basically a shaker, mix, or sequin mix, but a shaker mix in the card kit of the month, so I think I'll use that. We're definitely going to make this into a shaker. I'm using this because it's really bright and fun. I think the shaker mix that's in the kit is like kind of pastel-y colors, but that's okay. If I was making my own, I would make it match this. Okay. Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting to bring out my little trimmer. I just got the Glimmer trimmer. The Glimmer trimmer. So I always get a piece that's just about the size that you need. You don't want to, well, waste, but also if you have a lot of it hanging out everywhere, you might get some overfoiling, you know, so it's just better to keep it kind of right where you need it to be. I mean, this is just a little bit of overlap, you know, because of that, right? It has to be a certain way. Okay, let me grab my heavyweight cardstock. I'm just going to trim it down already to be like a card topper, and which I'll do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That's kind of the preferences I have, unless you just want to matte layer your whole whatever card you're doing. It'll probably be an A2 card, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 is the size of my card. So I'm going to come back with a white piece of paper cardstock, heavyweight cardstock that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I will be right back. Platform's still warming up, so I'll be right back. My topper. While this is still warming up here, I'm going to and you guys, you can foil on colored paper. It doesn't have to be white. I mean, any one of these, you know, just on the smoothest side, you can totally foil on those. And actually, I probably didn't even need to cut down my own paper. I had this in the card kit that I could have used, but I already cut down a piece, so there it is. I'm going to grab a couple things. I think I left my computer open because I just heard an email come in. Sorry, guys. Oh, the mix, the glitter mix. And then, like I said, it is kind of more pastel-ies, but it's still very pretty, very cute. So let's do that. And then a paper in the background, right, for this to show up. So I'm just going to grab something. Oh, the little kites are so cute. Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, you guys. You lift me up. You got the balloon. You got the kites. Why not? So I'm going to cut this down a little bit smaller than 4 1/8 and a little bit smaller than 5 3/8 on my platform's ready. Just because I like to tuck it in behind this and not have to deal with like, oh, it's sticking out a little bit. So I make it a little bit smaller than like my topper piece. So I'll be right back. Quick over here. I have my card base. Again, this is also from just the card kit there. And I'm just going to glue that down. So I'm going to glue this down, and then we'll do our foiling and assembling of our card, of course. But let me put this here, and I'll be right back. These things to the side. We're going to use this, and I'm going to eyeball this. So this is my card topper. We have our beautiful color, and I'm going to assemble it here, but then I'm going to flip it over here. So you can definitely just build it up in here. Like I said, I just went to the thing and they were having that on there. They put the foil this way, obviously, because you want it to face up towards your paper. And then let that heat up, but I just do it differently. Ooh, that's already warming up. Okay. But I did hear some people say that sometimes they have like ghosting or like it moves. So it's possible because maybe they're doing it the way I do it. So if you do it the way I do it, there's definitely a possibility that your plate is going to move. So, you know, do whatever works for you, of course. This guy is going to have to cut out, right? So we're not running this through right now. I'm just kind of letting this kind of guide me to help me out for my placement. So we have you lift me up like in here, and then it's going to cut around there. Whatever you leave here, the spacing is fine, because what you're going to do afterwards is just use these pieces, whichever ones coordinate with whatever it is. Like that's not it. Maybe this one goes to that one. Yeah. You know, you're just gonna fit it in there. So kind of pay attention, I suppose. It's still a good thing. That's kind of why I'm looking at it right now. And looks like this is the top. Nope. Not for that one. Maybe the other one. This is something similar. Let's see here. Did I mix these up? It has to be this one, right? Oh, yeah. It's just that obviously the plate is there in the way. Okay, so I was right. All right, so this is going to be like here and here. I'm just trying to make sure I have good spacing for that. Okay, so let's pretend that looks great. Okay, so let's move these guys off. I'm just kind of eyeballing where this might want to be. And Spellbinders talks about the hinge method, and basically what they do is they stick this down so that you can just hinge it up. So you know that's where I wanted it, you know. I'm actually going to straighten it just a little bit because I just realized super straight. Maybe like that. Okay. So that's straight, and then we have this guy, and then we're just going to pop this up and make sure this is down. Now I did cut this in a certain way, so I just want to make sure when I put this back that right down here. And I generally don't do the hinge method, you guys know that. Usually I just kind of tuck this underneath. Still needs to come down just a little bit. Ah, come on. Okay, that's better. I'll tape that, and I'll put another little piece of tape just to help me out, just in case. Like right here. Okay, so this guy has been ready. So, when you're assembling it on your card top or on your paper, the way I'm doing it, your plate needs to face down, and your paper, the pretty side, your foil needs to face up, like I'm looking at the prettiness, because this is going to push that, so when we remove the foil, the pretty side is facing you. If you have the silver side facing up, you're going to foil your plate, okay? But if you're building it up here, you need to put your plate first, facing up, then your pretty foil with the silver side facing you, and then your paper, right? It's the opposite. So I'm going to put this on here, kind of in the center. That's my favorite spot to put that. I like to use both plates, and I put them on it right now, and some people put it on later, like I said. That's fine. I'm going to press timer down here, and when the timer stops blinking, it's ready to go. So in the meantime, I'm going to bring my platinum machine. I always use my platinum. I always have it here in front of me, but it runs through, you know, Big Shot and some other machines. You guys can see the list of those under the Glimmer information on their site. But again, if this scares you, the shifting that might happen here, you know, then don't put the plates on it. I just do. I don't know. It's a habit. So I'm going to put this here. Make room. And what's funny about these are basically the same height, so as long as they're near each other and you can turn your handle, then you're good to go, because it'll roll right over this area. So, alright, let me make sure. There we go. Alright, when it stops blinking, I will be back. I have never used this confetti one, so when I do this, I'm just holding everything and I'm undocking it and dropping some things that are behind me. I'm going to bring it over to my Platinum 6 and just roll it through. And I usually roll it through one way and then roll it back the other. You do not have to do that. It's not necessary. I just like to, you know, I like to hear a sizzle. I didn't hear the sizzle right now, so let's see what this looks like. I have never used this confetti, and sometimes, you know, they work differently than others. Let me see. Let's get this guy. Okay. Ooh. And that's that. So, you know, while the Glimmer is on, generally take some time to do some other ones. You can definitely just use this. You don't even have to use it in conjunction with the balloon. I have a feeling it's going to be hot. Yep. Well, obviously, we know it's going to be hot because it came off of the hot plate, but super hot and hot are different things. But there we go. Very nice. I mean, what was that? Probably 30 seconds, 40 seconds for it to heat up and be ready. Okay. I'll be back. Hey guys, so we are going to use this and cut away some stuff. Some of this is going to be cut away, but if you have any extra foiling, oh, that wasn't even foil, you can just use an eraser and literally erase it. And this is just like literally any old eraser, and just erase whatever little foiling that might be around the edges, and it is gone. So let's do this. Okay, so we have that up. Again, the other one didn't quite match up because this was in the way of the plate, you know, or the plate was in the way of that. Either way. Oh, you know what? There's a little extra here where it's not super crisp and clean, but if you just go like that, there we go. All right. And somewhere like that. And when we put down our tape to hold this down, I would recommend not putting tape on your actual foil because it will cut that away. So if I'm eyeballing this, something like that. Okay, that looks really good. Maybe a little bit more this way. And I have them really close to each other because I'm assuming that's supposed to trim away, you know what I'm saying, those areas, like completely. So I'm putting that there. Let's get some new tape. Since this is very stark and white, you don't want to put anything on that's not going to help you. Okay. So that's holding those guys, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Just take some care to really put this where I think it needs to be. Right, there we go, somewhere like that. And then this piece matches up down there. Okay. So that's pretty good there. And then these guys should be kind of touching here, and I'm not touching my foiling. We definitely don't want to pull that off after our work. And then this part, I can't tell. I think it needs to touch each other. Okay, let me rearrange this just a little bit. Yeah, come on. Okay. Let's take a look at that there and this here. Okay, that's what I want. Right there, and bring it down. As good as I'm going to get those. That one's right at the edge, and then this one should also be kind of right at the edge of that one. And putting the tape so it doesn't touch. Okay. I just want to make sure that was nice and they're touching there, and this one's almost there, and this one's touching. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to roll this through my die cutting machine. So just roll that guy through, and I think this one might pop out, yeah, where the other one, it was kind of like, there's a little tiny area holding that together. But this one I'm going to have a little bit here and a little bit there, so we'll take care of that in just a second. In the meantime, I'm also going to cut down a piece of acetate that's about 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, just a little bit smaller, and I'll be right back. Okay, so with this one, we're going to take a moment to peel this away, and the other, and then just take a little snip where they didn't quite meet up. And this side. How fun are these? I mean, again, whenever I turn on my Glimmer, I try to do quite a few sentiments or whatever else. Just because it's on already, you might as well get some other ones done. But see how this is on that little burr? Now, I'll probably just use my craft knife because it's very tiny. I mean, you can just go like this and pull it away, or just take a scissor. But since it's really just the smallest bit, I'm just gonna boop. And this side also a little cut. Now, I don't know if you've seen some samples where it's just the wording die cut. Obviously, these don't match up, you know, the dies to cut that out for you. You would just take just basically fussy cut. So if you had this, you know, you might just come down in here and just follow around the contour. And that's what they did if you see samples that are like that. Or again, fussy cut them with scissors, right? Okay, so let me take this. Oh, how cute. Ooh, good thing. Just right there. Look at even this cuts. I'm just going to glue this on. So I'm going to glue that down, and then, where is this? There we go. And then I'm going to line it with dimensional adhesive, just all around. Okay, just like any other shaker card you're going to create. Now, since that paper is cut right there, I'm definitely going to put glue all the way there. And here. All in here. Hold that down. Not too much that it's like squeezed out everywhere, but around this whole thing. And again, I cut this just a little smaller than 4 1/8 and just a little smaller than 5 3/8, so I wouldn't have to make sure it's perfectly lined up back there. And I'll be back. So I brought my card base back, just taking the carriers off. I'm going to leave these just here just so I have a little something to still see through and make sure we're good to go. And again, with shakers, I don't put too much because I want it to shake. Oh, that's so cute. I forgot it had little clouds in there, you guys. What a cute mix. So it's like polymer clay sprinkles. Let me get a little bit closer. Sorry about how blue this is. Let me see if I can adjust. There you go. Really, really cute. And the little clouds and some clear sequins. And I'm just going to bring this over and try to line that up. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys. I'm going to turn this over, and I always squish it from the back. Sorry about the tight view here. Let me bring it up a little bit. And there we have our beautiful card with the little glimmering. I mean, how cute is that? I love that background. That is adorable. And then to finish it off, I'll probably add a couple little like pearls or something fun on the outside here just to give some texture, some more, you know, something on this outer bit. But there it is, guys. So thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. I'll have the links in the description box. I'll have images coming up, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.